The focus of President Musharraf's address to the Royal United Services Institute in London was the challenges of fighting terrorism. He said that Pakistan's success against terrorists is critical and any failure would impact upon the West.
The stability of Pakistan is crucial and critical at this moment especially. To the world, to the region and to ourselves. We cannot allow anyone to destabilize the environment and lead us to anarchy in the name of human rights. So that is the only point that I thought I must make very, very clearly. I'm sorry.
The President called for support and encouragement from Western leaders rather than criticism.
Pakistan is on the forefront fighting terrorism and extremism again, like we did in 79 to 89 when we were in the forefront fighting the Soviets. We are in the forefront fighting terrorism and extremism. Our success is critical. We have to win. Because if we lose, I think it will have an impact on the region and the world. Maybe in the streets of Europe. So therefore, we have to be together. And we have to reinforce each other, encourage each other, support each other, instead of criticizing and insinuating. The support that we would require maybe in the long-term perspective. And I keep telling this everywhere. We have to get to the core, and core is poverty and illiteracy. And that is where we need assistance. When I talk of market access into the European Union, when I am going around asking for investments coming into Pakistan, it gets translated into jobs. It's unemployment reduction, it is poverty alleviation. That is the core of fighting terrorism and extremism. So please help us do that.
Parliamentary elections in Pakistan planned for January were postponed until the 18th of February after the opposition leader Benazir Bhutto was assassinated. President Musharraf insisted that despite criticism, his country was capable of carrying out a full investigation into her death.
We are very clear. We want to know how she was assassinated and we want to know who did it. We invited Scotland Yard because we thought there may be some weaknesses in our forensic capabilities, in our technical capabilities. So any talk of United Nations commissions and all that, we are a sovereign country. We have resources, we have organizations, we have institutions. Why should we allow anyone else coming in to investigate? If we see our weakness, we will indeed invite anyone.
The President is touring Europe, trying to reassure governments that next month's elections will go ahead and will be a positive turning point for Pakistan.
The election will be free, fair, transparent and peaceful. The system inherently is fair. And I will give out the system whenever anyone asks. Whatever bugs remain in the system, that it could be manipulated, have been removed by me and my government. And I challenge anyone to find out what bugs there were, and I would ask anyone to give me how they can be rigged. And if anyone gives me any suggestion, I would be too glad to pass it on to the Chief Election Commissioner for implementation.
President Musharraf is meeting Prime Minister Gordon Brown in London today. They'll discuss a range of issues from the upcoming elections, the safety of Pakistan's nuclear weapons, to the fight against terrorism.